Hi, hello. This is Nirupama Macharji with my Health Alert channel, and today this will be an extension of my earlier episode, which was concerning or which was regarding management of excess belly fat. This is the part two. We'll talk about the remedies. We'll try to understand how to manage excess belly fat. In part one, actually, we discussed the reasons for excessive belly fat. If missed out or you have not seen, then you can check out through the link given here under, or you can visit my YouTube channel where you will get all my episodes in a series. Watching part 1 actually will simplify to grasp this part 2 on how to control excess belly fat. Having some fat in your belly is normal, absolutely normal. After all, fat serves to protect and insulate your body. However, having too much belly fat that may harm your health and increase your risk of developing certain chronic diseases. As such, keeping your total belly fat, including your belly fat, at a healthy level can be helpful. There are two main types of belly fat. One is found under your skin. We already know it. That is subcutaneous belly fat. And the other is found deeper inside your abdomen surrounding your internal organ. That is the visceral belly fat, the more harmful one. Subcutaneous fat or subcutaneous adipose tissue, as it is called SAT in short, is the fat that's found under your skin. Subcutaneous fat is soft and it's the fat you see jiggling on your belly. In general, women have greater amounts of subcutaneous fat than men. Unlike the fat that's found deeper in the abdominal cavity, subcutaneous fat is not as strongly linked to increased disease risk. However, having too much body fat in general, including total belly fat, may increase your risk of developing some chronic diseases such as type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and certain type of cancers. Contrarily, maintaining healthy levels of belly fat and overall body fat may help reduce your risk of developing a chronic disease. Visceral belly fat. Visceral adipose tissue, VAT, as it is called shortly, or visceral belly fat is the fat that surrounds internal organs like your kidney, liver, and pancreas. So it's much deeper in your abdomen than subcutaneous fat. This is commonly referred to as harmful belly fat. Visceral belly fat is commonly referred to as harmful belly fat. Compared with subcutaneous fat, visceral fat is much more metabolically active. This type of fat contains more cells, blood vessels, and nerves than subcutaneous fat. Visceral fat is strongly linked to increased resistance to the hormone insulin, which regulates your blood sugar level. Over time, insulin resistance may lead to elevated blood sugar level and the development of type 2 diabetes. Visceral fat also contributes to systemic inflammation, which may raise your disease risk. Now, men are more likely to accumulate visceral fat than women. Mark this, men are more likely to accumulate visceral fat than women, which is why men are more likely to develop an apple-shaped figure as belly fat grows. On the contrary, women are more likely to develop excess body fat or excess fat in the lower body, leading to a pear-shaped body. And these are the pictorial representation of an apple-shaped body and a pear-shaped body. Interestingly, body fat distribution changes with age. For example, while premenopausal women have higher levels of subcutaneous belly fat, postmenopausal women tend to have higher levels of visceral fat, which contributes to an increased risk of metabolic diseases. Also, visceral fat tends to be higher in people of European origin compared to people with other ethnicities. The summary. Subcutaneous fat is the soft belly fat that you can poke. It's found under your skin. Meanwhile, visceral belly fat surrounds the organs in your abdominal cavity and is strongly linked to increased disease risk. Having a larger waist circumference is also strongly linked to increased disease risk. Waist circumference is a way to assess total abdominal fat. So both subcutaneous and visceral fat are contributing factors to this measurement. Studies consistently show that maintaining a healthy waist circumference and reducing waist circumference through diet and exercise leads to significant improvement in many aspects of health, especially heart health and diabetes risk. The summary, therefore, visceral fat is strongly linked to increased disease risk. Even though subcutaneous fat isn't considered as harmful as visceral fat, it's important to focus on reducing your overall total belly fat for optimal health. Now that you are aware of the different types of belly fats and their health effects, you may wonder how you can lose excess belly fat in a safe and sustainable way. Keep in mind, although diet and lifestyle plays a significant role in belly fat accumulation, factors like age, sex, and genetics also have an effect. Fortunately, there are a number of ways to lose excess belly fat that in turn reduce your risk of many health conditions. Here are some evidence-based tips to lose belly fat. Effective ways to lose belly fat. Cut out sugary beverages. Drinking too many sugary drinks like soda has been linked to increased visceral fat accumulation and a larger waist circumference. Try swapping sugary drinks with water or sparkling water. Get moving. Increasing physical activity may significantly reduce belly fat. Try mixing up your workouts, including high and low intensity aerobic activity as well as resistance training, all of which have been shown to help reduce belly fat. Increase your fiber intake. People who follow high fiber diets tend to have less belly fat than those who don't. Plus, transitioning to a high fiber diet may help you lose excess belly fat. Cut back on ultra processed foods. Studies show that frequently eating ultra processed foods like snack foods, sweets, fast food, and refined grain products are linked to a greater waist circumference. Limit alcohol use. Drinking too much alcohol may harm your overall health in a number of ways, including contributing to excessive accumulation of belly fat. Don't skimp on sleep. Poor sleep quality is associated with visceral fat accumulation. Plus, one review including over 56,000 people tied shorter sleep duration to a greater waist circumference. Increased protein intake. Dietary patterns that are higher in protein may help promote belly fat loss. A review including 23,876 people linked higher protein diets to a smaller waist circumference. Fill up on whole foods. Cutting back on ultra processed foods and eating mostly whole, minimally processed foods like vegetables, fruits, nuts, beans, and a healthy source of protein and fat may promote overall health and healthy belly fat levels. In addition to the tips listed above, recent research suggests that some people with too much belly fat may benefit from reducing their carbohydrate intake. Other studies have also found that restricting carbs may help reduce visceral fat among people at risk of developing type 2 diabetes, as well as women with polycystic ovarian syndrome, which is a gynae problem with women. However, diet is highly individualized and some people may obtain better results with a higher carb intake, particularly if those carbs are consumed as part of a fiber-rich, plant-forward diet that includes whole grain, legumes, vegetables and fruits. Working with a knowledgeable healthcare professional like registered dietitian can help you choose an appropriate dietary pattern that promotes belly fat loss and overall health and meets your specific needs and preferences. Summary for effective ways to lose belly fat. Belly fat reduction strategies include exercising more, eating more fiber-rich foods, cutting out sugary beverages and ultra-processed foods, getting enough sleep, Also consider working with a registered dietitian for personalized nutrition advice. The bottom line, having excess amounts of belly fat, especially the visceral type, is associated with negative health outcomes, including an increased risk of developing conditions like metabolic diseases and fatty liver. Fortunately, there are many healthy ways to reduce excess belly fat, including increasing your intake of nutrient-dense foods, getting enough sleep, and moving your body more. Remember that creating healthy, sustainable habits is much more important for your overall well being than aiming for quick weight loss. Underline this word. Quick weight loss is not the solution, it can be a temporary one. But creating healthy, sustainable habits is much more important for your overall well being. If you need more personalized dietary advice on how to lose excess belly fat and reduce your diseases risk, contact a knowledgeable registered dietitian. Just one thing, try this today. If you are trying to lose excess belly fat, focus on incorporating realistic, maintainable habits into your daily routine. I repeat, incorporate realistic, maintainable habits into your daily routine. For example, if you are not currently exercising, start by taking a 15-minute walk every morning or afternoon. Once that becomes a habit, increase your walking time or add another activity that you enjoy. That was the part two. We have reached the end part of part two. In the next episode, that is part three, which relates once again to managing excess belly fat. The highlight, importantly, will be on how to lose lower belly fat in a healthy way, getting rid of lower stomach fat, how to create a calorie deficit, diet to get rid of excess belly fat, how to get rid of lower belly fat with exercise, lifestyle changes for weight loss, how to get rid of lower belly fat after having a baby, especially for women, how to get rid of lower belly fat after giving birth to a baby, how walking can help you lose weight and belly fat. Now, I always conclude, as you know, with a laughter dose because laughter is the best medicine. I call it seriously lighter moment. And for today's insertion, here it is. Try to understand the inner meaning, deeper meaning. Hope you are through. So, thanks for watching. See you in my next episode. Till then, goodbye and take care.